All right, guys, so here is the infamous SRT4. Got it in the shop. I gotta tell you, it was a little bit of a workout because of all the snow we've been getting all week. Amarillo, from what I heard, hasn't had that amount of snow since 2003, and that's way before my time of calling this place a residence. But anyway, back to the point, the SRT4, as you can see, it is pretty rough all the way around. It's been hit right here, but as you saw, it does run and drive. And, you know, it's just been in multiple crashes throughout its life, as you can tell right here in the rear. And just a lot of stuff that I couldn't see very well in the pictures to, you know, and then the interior pictures were taken towards this side, so I didn't see much of that. So there are some pieces out of here that will be in better shape than the pieces in my black SRT4 out there. So, you know, I'm going to take the best parts of what I can out of this car and put it into the one out there and then make the best car out of the two, and that's the goal. So where I'm going to start off is I'm going to get this thing on the lift. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a look over, and then from there we'll start, you know, taking parts off of the radiator core, like the ECU and all that, and I'm just going to cut the radiator core up right there in the center to free up the whole engine, and that's going to speed up the process of getting this thing out of the engine bay so that we can move on with the project. And I did go ahead and went to the auto parts store and picked me up gaskets and seals for the whole engine, timing belt kit with water pump. So once this engine's out, I'm going to clean it up, I'm going to refresh it, repaint it. I got a pretty cool paint scheme I'm going to try on the car. I'll reveal that once we get to that point. But anyway, we got enough to get busy, so let's go ahead, get this thing on the lift, and then move on from there. Alright guys, we got the radiator core support cut off of the car, and as you can see, I'm stunting that import modified t-shirt, guys. Stay tuned for that. We'll be doing that giveaway, and we got a lot of room to work with now. And I was looking at things and just trying to get an understanding of what is what, because there's like, I think this is like an LED light he had wired in there. Yeah, some kind of light bar. Then I found this, a boost solenoid AEM. There's AEM gauges in there, so I want to salvage the good parts from the trash parts, like the LED lighting and whatnot, and just looking things over. Coming up with a game plan to take this out, and I'm uncertain whether or not you take it out with the harness attached to the engine or you take everything off the engine. So I'm gonna have to quick Google search that. Quick Google search that. I can't, jeez, man. Quick Google search that and see what the game plan is. So as it sits right now, I think I want to do a compression test before I take the engine out of the car. I think that's going to be the next step, guys. I'm going to take my booster pack and we're going to just go straight to the starter and we'll do a compression test, because I'm curious of the compression numbers, how the engine is. The engine ran, but we don't know the compression numbers. Let's do that. All right, so I got the compression tester connected to cylinder 4, and we're ready to go on that. So I have this booster pack here, and I have the positive terminal to where the power terminal went. I disconnected it. This is the starter solenoid, so I have it grounded through the starter. And what we're gonna do basically is, with this alligator clip, I'm gonna use this end right here, and once I power it on, we are going to start it over. Almost 150. I'll give it a couple more cranks and see where it's at. $150, cylinder 4. $150 almost, well, 145, yeah, 145. $150. $145. This is in fact a very healthy engine. It is even across the whole plane. So once I refresh it with new head gasket and everything, it's just going to guarantee the seal. And I'm very stoked about this. So cool. As long as the block don't have any cracks from the crash, that's my next big concern. But I won't know that until I clean everything off and get it out. But we're off to a good start. Alright guys, I got to do some cleaning because I cannot work in this. This is just too caked in and nasty. I don't want to get all dirty and filthy, so I have brake cleaner. I'm going to hit this thing up, try to get it as clean as I can around the parts that I'll be taking off. And yeah, we'll just see. And I think as far as the game plan on the harness, I'm just going to disconnect everything from the engine and lay it over and take it out that way. It looks like there's a bunch of integrating right here, and looking online, a lot of people just do that. So I'm gonna run with that. And yeah, we just got to drain fluids. I'm gonna clean it up first, drain fluids, take out the axles and everything and all the associated parts that will connect this to the chassis, and then we'll be just pulling it straight out. Should be plain and simple. So let's go ahead and get it started. at the point where we're gonna pull the engine, and I need to get a couple connectors on the back side of the engine, but what I'm gonna do is once I get the motor mounts loose, I could back it out, get accessibility to those connections and take them off. But the way I have it mounted here, it's gonna be a little bit of the backside heavy, so the engine's gonna wanna tilt on the mounting points I have right here on the side of the head and then on this bracket on the side of the engine. It is what it is. It's the easiest places for me to mount this cross member, so I'm just running with it. But I have everything taken off for the most part that surrounds the engine and the transmission, so let's just go ahead, take those two mounts off, wiggle this thing out, undo the last bit of connectors, and finally get this thing out of this car. All right guys, we got the engine and transmission out of the car, and I gotta tell you that I did not want to mess with any of the harnesses on the back trying to go through that tunnel, because as you can see, it is filthy. I went a couple times with my arm and it was way worse than what it is right now. So for that reason, I thought I'd just walk the engine and transmission back a little bit to expose the wiring so that I can take it apart from the connectors and fish the wiring the rest of the way through. And that's what I did, because I just didn't want to get all freaking nasty. I mean, this stuff's hard to scrub off your arms once it gets caked on there. So I'm kind of a clean freak when it comes to being a mechanic. I know that's crazy, but I don't like getting all crazy dirty and just, you know, covered in it. So if there's ways for me to get around things, that's what I do. And in this case, that's what I did, because look how nasty all of this is. I mean, this engine is in dire need of a cleaning. So that's what we're gonna do. We got this thing out, and now it's time for me to clean up, and then after that we'll get to the drawing of the two t-shirts, so stay tuned. All right, so the time has come for us to give away two t-shirts. Now, I waited to the absolute last minute to get everybody's name, because today is the final day where I'm gonna do my final editing and release the video. So I waited to the absolute last minute to get everybody's name who entered that comment and met the requirements. So I put a little app on the phone. I want you to see my password, but I got everybody who met those requirements and got their comment in. There you guys go. And right here, I have two winners that I'm gonna select. So let's go ahead and play the game. Roll. Now it's gonna draw two winners out of the group. Victor Reyes, you are the first winner of the first t-shirt. Sam was here, 139. You guys are the first two winners of the first two t-shirts given out on this channel. Congratulations. So you can go to my Instagram, import and modify, hit me a message with your address, and I will send those out to you ASAP. Congratulations. And if you guys haven't won, it's your opportunity now to try again. It's not a very big list, so your chances of winning are pretty good. So the next keyword in the comments below is going to be hashtag t-shirt. Put that in the comments below. Smash the like button. And also, if you want to refer me to anybody that's into car type of related videos like I do, go ahead, put the word out there, share the videos, share the love. And these t-shirts, they fit very nice. They're fitted. They're the next level brand. So, you know, I didn't go with the cheapest of the batch. I actually went with a nice, expensive fitted shirt So you guys can enjoy that. And we are done on this episode as far as this goes. This is to the point I wanted to get to, and we are here. And on the next episode, we're going to get to cleaning all the filth off of this thing, tearing it down, and I have a slew of parts coming in as well that we're going to go ahead, once this is all put back together looking pretty, we're going to do the same thing on the other SRT out there that we're going to be putting together. We're going to go ahead, take that engine out. We're going to gather up the best parts, put it back together, and then before you know it, we'll have it back on the street. And like I was saying before, how these cars are becoming more rare, there's another one that you can just mark off the list, you know. So these cars, they're just becoming more and more rare because of shit, you know, shit like this that happens, and, you know, people not knowing how to work on it. But, you know, look at the rat's nest of wiring, you know what I mean? Definitely might be looking into an aftermarket solution to all that. But anyway, I'm all done on this episode, guys. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.